What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Today we are here for week number 9 of Pack, and it is official. It is win or go home. This is basically a playoff game for us. If we win this week, we will be guaranteed locked into playoffs. If we lose, we will be guaranteed knocked out of playoffs, because all four teams that needed to get a win to make us that way got the win. Damn it. But we were playing Tone this week, and last time we played Tone, it was the finals of Pack, and we lost. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. As always, guys, make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe as well if you haven't already. We're getting close to 1,500 subscribers, and if you want to skip the team builder portion of the video, there is a timestamp on the screen and in the description. Now, this is spooky. Reason being is I feel like this matchup here, it's decent, but it's also not great. There's a lot of problems with this matchup, and we also did not build very heavily for this game. We were focused on other things, unfortunately, with UPBA especially, so make sure to go check that battle out, which was yesterday. But my opponent's team, Koko, very scary. The good news is I have quite a few answers for the Koko, as I should put the team on this screen of this monitor over here. Koko, obviously we have Landorus, Therian, we have Stunfisk, we have Lantern. That's 3 immunities to electric, which is amazing. On top of that, we have access to really good priority options in our Crawdont and our Lucario. We also have access to screen support with Klefki, potentially forcing it to run a supporter set. Cinderace is not Libero Cinderace, it is Blaze Cinderace. So it is annoying as hell, it is fast, it provides a lot of pivoting support for Tone's team, but also pressures really well. But the good thing is we have Intimidate, we have access to Crawdont Aqua Jet, so we're in a really good position right there. Nihilego, completely shut down by priority from Lucario. Crawdont also, they can't really touch the Klefki, it has a really hard time dealing with Pokemon like the Nihilego, or like the Stunfisk, excuse me. So in general, not bad at all. Skarmory, I have 3 electric types. Enough said. Obstagoon, annoying, not as annoying because I have, well, 1 Intimidate mon instead of 3, like I did before the transaction. We also have Lucario, which has Vacuum Wave, which can OHKO, depending if he's Shuckleberry or Chobbleberry or not. Swampert is annoying because I don't have a Grass type, but in general, we should be able to chip it down quite a bit. We have access to Energy Ball on Gengar, we have access to Freeze Dry on Kyurem, we have Energy Ball on Vikavolt. It gets chipped down pretty easily. Heracross is strong, powerful, it's fast, it can cause a lot of problems. It suffers from, well, Landorus. That's really the main thing. So we'll see how it goes. Glastrier is annoying, but really only under Trick Room, and even then I have access to Vacuum Wave and Bullet Punch on Lucario to be able to break that thing. Gourgeist is actually a really good check to the Landorus. I was debating running a Fly Power Herb Landorus, but spoilers did not. And there's Alolan Raichu, which I think is a really underrated threat, and I'll be really happy if it doesn't actually show up this week. So let's go ahead and jump into the team we're bringing. Starting off with our first mon, it is going to be Jaws, our Crawdont. This Pokemon is absolutely insane, this matchup, and an absolute mandatory bring this week. With a Cinderace and with a Nihilego, we have to run it. We have to. If not, there's just a chance we just get swept right out of the building, and that we can't allow that to happen. The speed we have on the set is there for a 28 speed Skarmory, so Skarmory creeping me, creeping Skarmory, creeping Skarmory. I think that's how it works. Anyways, yeah, we're Mystic Water because I don't want to take the Life Orb chip, but also because with a a Mystic Water boosted Crabhammer, we have a chance to 2-KO a max HP, max defense Skarmory from full, which is awesome. So I get the Crabhammer on a switch-in, and then I get another Crabhammer against it. That is fantastic. That's really good news for us, assuming we get the 10%. We don't get the 10% chance to miss. Our next mon is going to be Ice Age, our Kyurem. Kyurem is fantastic this match. We're running Ice Beam and Ancient Power as our only 2 attacking moves. Last week, running Freeze Dry and Earth Power was so good for us, and this time, looking at my opponent's team, yes, I could definitely run Freeze Dry, but having the extra power that Ice Beam provides from base 7 to base 90 is really important. I don't think Swampert comes, and if it does, I feel like I have enough answers for it to the point where I have water immunity this week, I have a couple of immunities to ground, so I feel just decent about it here. Enough speed to speed tie the Obstagoon is the main thing, and if I get the boost with Ancient Power, it's over. It's over. His resists to ice are going to be the Cinderace and the Glastrier. I believe Nihilego might resist ice, but it's a Nihilego, and like I said before, the matchup is absolute dog shit for it. So I feel good, and at the same time, pressure is really nice this week, and he does have quite a few rockers, so we're going with boost this week because I feel like if Nihilego does come, it will be a hazard stacking Nihilego. The next mon is going to be Paddington, our Lucario, which has been absolutely amazing since we added it to the team, picking up quite a few KOs in the first week we had it, and the second week as well, getting the last KO of the game. We're running special this week: Aura Sphere, Vacuum Wave, Shadow Ball, and Psychic. Shadow Ball is there to hit the Gourgeist mainly, Psychic is there to hit the Heracross mostly, and then Aura Sphere and Vacuum Wave are just really good the rest of the way. Obviously, this is not the best set to deal with Tapu Koko, but I don't really have any other options, and at the same time, I have just a ton of answers for it in the back, so I feel really good about this. We have enough speed on this set, which is going to be there for the Heracross, and we have enough investment in our defense, and our HP rather, to make so we maximize our HP with reducing as much life orb damage as we do take. So we're at 149, which means we'll take 14 points out of HP. If we were to 150, we would take 15 points of HP, so we decided to go with that option there. Our next mon is going to be Rocky Horror, our Stunfisk, making its season debut. Discharge, Earth Power, Stealth Rock, and Pain Split. Earth Power is there to hit the Koko. Koko, I feel like, is going to run Massive Form of Sloth Syndrome. It wants to run Magnet Rise for the Stunfisk. It wants to run Calm Mind. It wants to run Dazzling Gleam. It wants to run Thunderbolt. It wants to run U-Turn, Roost, Defog, Taunt, all these things, and it just can't. It just can't. So I feel good about this set because it kind of covers all the bases. Pain Split in case it's not Taunt, Rocks in case it's not Taunt, Earth Power to be able to break through things, and Discharge is just nice and gentle to get paralysis on something like Cinderace or Nihilego, Obstagoon even. Just a generic good move to have. And then Rocky Helmet with Static is so good because I can get Chip on the Cinderace, potentially paralyze it, which is absolutely enormous for our chances in this game. Pain Split just for a bit of recovery, and in general, this is just a mixed set. It's the same type of investment. Basically, this investment is just max HP, max HP, max defense, and then a calm nature. It's basically what it is. The exact same investment that this set gets. It just looks a bit prettier, so I decided to go with that. Our next mod is going to be the Dark Knight, our Landorus with the Assault Vest this week. Earth Power, no, not Earth Power, Earthquake, knockoff, U-Turn, and Superpower. Superpower is there specifically for the Obstagoon. I want to get the KO on that thing because I don't really have a switch into it, unfortunately. Earthquake is just gonna, again, just generic good stuff against the first 3 members of his team. This Pokemon forces in a Skarmory. If it is a Rocky Helmet user, I can get knockoff on it, and that is so big for my Crawdaunt and for my, I guess, well, everything else really. In general, solid Pokemon. U-Turn for pivoting, very, very nice. Intimidate is nice against everything except for the Defiant Obstagoon, which may or may not come. We'll see. Our next mod is going to be Finding Nemo, the Lantern here with the Air Balloon, Scald, Volt Switch, Ice Beam, and Discharge with Water Absorb. We're running Water Absorb and Air Balloon so we can have a guaranteed way to be immune to anything that the Swampert wants to go against us. I don't think Swampert's going to run anything other than like Flip Turn, maybe Scald, Earthquake, Rocks, and then potentially Protect, Toxic. Yeah, if it's running another move, it's going to be Ice Punch, and I don't think it runs Ice Punch. I'll be honest, I don't think it runs Ice Punch, but hey, it is what it is. We're running max defense regardless to be able to help take hits from the Cinderace, from the Obstagoon, the Heracross, the Glastrier, because we resist its stab, and the Swampert, of course. That is going to be our team for this week's battle. Hopefully it goes well. It is win or go home. Like I said, we need to get a win to make sure that we actually clinch playoffs. It'd be so nice if we can do that. So we'll see what we can do, but fingers crossed. Make sure to comment teriyaki down in the comments below, and we will go ahead and jump into the battle. All right, everyone, we're back, and we see Koko, Cinderace, we see Swampert, which again is fine with me. We see the Skarmory, the Obstagoon, and we see the Glastrier. I am very happy that there is no Alolan Raichu, to be honest, and I believe nothing on this team gets Trick Room, which is nice. I don't think Glastrier gets it on its own, no. So we don't have to worry about Trick Room, which is fantastic. Okay, here I want to lead up Landorus, but in our mocks, it was Pat led off with a Defiant. What is that thing called? A Defiant, can't even think of the name of the Pokemon. My god, I'm struggling. With a Defiant Obstagoon, I basically have to choose a Sack, which is not cool. I could lead off with Jaws, which is kind of threatening, but it's like kind of there for Cinderace. I could lead with Rocky Horror. I think that's kind of my play, to be honest. I think Swampert could be the lead on his end, and we might just exchange rocks, which is totally fine by me. So we're just going to go ahead and do that, and we'll call it a day. So hopefully we have the W here. We definitely need it, 100%. If we lose today, we are out, and that would suck. That would suck. It would really not be great. So we're gonna hopefully get a win. Good luck, have fun, Tatone, and let's see how it goes. I'm nervous about this one. I really am. This one here even more so. Like yesterday, we had a winner go home game as well for UPBA, and this one I'm thinking a bit more nervous for because it's Tone. The last time I played Tone, I missed multiple Toxics, and against the same Porygon Z, which ended up basically sweeping me, and yeah, and there is the Obstagoon, which is very nice for us to see here. I'll be able to get on my rocks with it, which I love. I love the fact that I can get my rocks here. And it's taking its time. It's taking its sweet time here, which is not good at all. But we're going to get up our hazards here, and then that's really it. We're going to go get up our hazards. We'll be able to find out if this is a Guts Obstagoon or not, but I'm very happy we actually get our lead right this time. This is very good. So we'll get up our hazards. We're just going to see a hard switch, it looks like, and into Mongol, which is the Swampert. Fine by me. We have free rocks. He can go for an Earthquake. He can go for a Flip Turn. Either way, he's probably going to set up rocks, to be honest. That's like very likely going to be the play. Maybe he goes for a Toxic, but I'm just going to switch out. I'm going to go into Lantern here once this actually allows me to continue the game. Thank you. Oh my god. We'll go hard into Lantern because Lantern is immune to everything. Well, I say everything loosely, but immune to water and to ground moves because of the air balloon. So as long as we don't see an Ice Punch, we're good. If we see rocks, that's unfortunate, but better than nothing, I think, and I'm just going to switch out. We're going to see Finding Nemo come in. Do we see the Earthquake? Do we see the Flip Turn? Please see Flip Turn. Okay. Okay. Well, sub on the Swampert. Where have I seen this before from Tone? Okay. Let's see. So Substitute probably has Earthquake and Water Move for sure. How much should my sub do to the Swampert? Swampert. If it's fully specially defensive, Scald does not break the sub. But it's the best I can do, so we're gonna go for Scald. This will not break the sub unless it's like not offensive. Even then, if it's got no investment at all, Scald does break the sub. 22 to 27. Toxic. We dodging out here. I should have. I'm so disappointed. I should have had access to what is that move called? I'm having a hard time remembering. Heal Bell. If I had Heal Bell, oh, that would be so nice for me. Okay. I have Sub Roost on Kyurem, so I can go for a Scald here again. As we're gonna break the sub, we're gonna get Toxic, which is okay, and then we'll go. And then we'll go into Kyurem, threaten it out. We'll go for a sub ourselves, and I think that's kind of what we're gonna have to do. Assuming Swampert is specially defensive, however. Swampert, specially defensive. With Kyurem, Ice Beam, wow. It's fully specially defensive. We do 28.9 to 34.7. Not good. What do we see here? Toxic again. This time it does connect. We should break sub this time, unless it's like super Spadef. Because again, Lantern does 13. No, we should always break sub. 13.5 to 16%. Sub Protect, or Sub Toxic, excuse me, on this Pokemon here. Probably dual stabs. So we've seen a sub, we've seen two Toxics. Toxic gives 48 PP. I wish I had Heal Bell. We were debating Heal Bell versus Discharge on this, and we're like, you know what, let's go with Discharge. So we're going to switch out, and we're going to go into the boy Kyurem here. Sub and Toxic. Very interesting. Swampert against Kyurem should always break my sub. Earthquake always breaks the sub here. There's the sub. The problem is I gotta be very careful with my roosts and everything with sub. Let's go for the substitute here. Hopefully we catch a Toxic. That'd be really good for us. Because then we get a sub up and we can kind of always pressure this thing, always beat it 1v1. If the Earthquake's here, that is really bad for us. Go for a Toxic Tone. Bro. Why? That's one Earthquake. Well, it's two Earthquakes. Let's fire off another substitute here. Sub EQ, Toxic, Water Move. Toxic me. Toxic me, Tone, come on. I can just hard switch here. That's 4. I should have something to write down these things, these numbers. So let's go. EQ 4. Let's go for a hard pivot into the Dark Knights. Let's do that. If I see a Toxic, that's fine. If I see an Earthquake, that's perfect for me too. Totally fine with that. We've seen 2 Toxics, so Toxic, we have 2. I believe Toxic is like 48 PP or something. 16 only, okay. God, I wish I had Heal Bell on my Lantern now. It'd be so nice for me. It'd be the perfect perfect counter to this set. Hopefully we see an Earthquake here. That is 5 Earthquakes. We're going to click a U-turn here. Or do I click an Earthquake or a knockoff? It's at neutral, the Swampert, so if it goes for water move or ice move, ice punch against my Landorus, we don't die, which is good. U-turn should break sub here, so I'm going to do that here. We'll be able to scout, find out what kind of move he has. It's like, does he even have a way to hit Lantern outside of Toxic? At that point, it's like, just the mistake of having Discharge over Heal Bell would be greatly, greatly costly. Okay, we got the U-turn off. Do we break this up here? We do break this up. I really want to go into nothing there. Do I go into Jaws here? Is that the play? Like, just start breaking with Jaws? Like, do I lose to something else if I don't have Jaws anymore? Crawdont should do 74 to 87. 74 to 88 this set. I'll go into Finding Nemo. I have HP to spare on Finding Nemo right now. We'll figure out what he wants to do. We see an Earthquake, we see an Earthquake, we see a Toxic, we see a Toxic. But I feel like this thing can't actually touch me. Waterfall. Okay. So, Waterfall is 24. Waterfall is 24. Completely fine. So here, so it literally cannot touch Lantern. It literally cannot touch Lantern. So we're going to switch out here, go hard into the Dark Knight, get the Intimidate off. Waterfall to my Landorus with the Intimidate will do about half. Let's see if he does that, though. Let's see if he does that. Let's see if he goes for a sub here. Because if I burn, I'm in a really good spot. We get the Intimidate off. Substitute. Like to see it. Like to see it. I can go for a knockoff here. Like, while he tries to play around me a little bit. Or an Earthquake, actually, I think might be the better play. So let's go for. I'm gonna go for the Earthquake here. I think he doesn't like. He can't afford to play around a lot like this. So if I go Cure him against Earthquake at -1, this has a chance to not break my sub. At -2, if it's no investment, it'll never break my sub, which is peak perfectness. So we're gonna stay in an Earthquake. Do we see a Waterfall? Toxic. That's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. I can go for a knockoff here, get rid of the item. I think U-turn though is the play. If he's running a... I mean, he could be running... Just going hard to Skarmory here. I'm just going to go for my U-turn, get my momentum. If he goes for a sub, he goes for a sub. If he goes for Waterfall, I'll go into... If he stays in, I'll go into my... what's that thing called? Can't think of the name. Holy shit. Lantern. That's the one. Realizing now I forgot to turn on the in-game audio, so that sucks, but he's going to switch out. Beautiful. He probably thought we were Scarfed. We're going to get a U-turn off on Damascus, which I believe is the Skarmory. Beautiful. That is the Skarmory. So he's going to take Hazards. Are we going to take the Helmet Chip? That was a crit. We are going to take Helmet Chip. So I think going for knockoff there would have been really nice for us, but it's not necessary at all. Yeah. We can go into Finding Nemo here. I think Finding Nemo, is that the play? I don't think so. I think Jaws actually unironically might be the play because I should take Body Press from this thing. Skarmory, defensive, Body Press against my... Where is that thing? Crawdont? Yikes, I actually do not take the Body Press well at all. I think that means I have to go into Finding Nemo here, sadly. Do I don't want to do that at all. We're going to go Rocky Horror. I'm gonna go Rocky Horror here. And we're gonna click the... You can get up his rocks here. I'm gonna go for the discharge here. I think what I should have done is gone to here and just go for Ice Beam and start pressuring and weakening his team. That was a mistake on my part. Let's go for the discharge here. If he goes into Swampert, he goes into Swampert. He has to risk a Toxic. He's gonna switch out. That's my horse. Okay. Okay. Hazards. Discharge. Paralysis? No para. Okay. We swap here. I'm pretty confident I'm going to see an ice move. If I go into Lucario against the horse, Galastreer. Yeah, pretty confident it's going to be like a Salt Vest. Less than like 5% with discharge. Got a crit, so maybe yeah, about 5%. If I go to Lucario, I can break this thing really well. Oh no, I was looking at the wrong set. I was looking at level 100 still. I think I go into Lucario here. And just try and break as much as I can. I think he's going to go for an Ice move. Ice move coming out will do 38 to 45 if it's Adamant. I think the Ice move it's the only play that makes sense because if I expect the ground move and I go into Lantern, then it's immune, obviously. So that's something to note. We're going to see Ice move. Icicle Spear. Okay. That was a crit. Holy shit. Okay. So 122 down to 114. That's 18. Okay, so 3 hits. Let's fire off the Aura Sphere here. Gonna switch out and go into Damascus. So I'm actually really cool hitting this thing with a Aura Sphere. That's really nice for me. I guess you expect maybe a Flash Cannon. That's such good damage. That is such good damage. Nothing takes this hit. I go for a Shadow Ball here in case he tries to go to Koko or something. Yeah, I go for a Shadow Ball here. So there you go. We got the KO on the Skarmory. That is one core of the team broken down. It's only ground immunity as well, which is nice. And that's his only rocker as well. There are no hazards on our side of the field for the rest of this game unless he goes specifically for Core Change Cinderace, which would suck. It will suck a lot. Oh, this Swampert is going to cause so many problems for me. It's used 5 Earthquakes. It's used 1 Waterfall. That's right, Waterfall. Right, sub as well. Sub. So it's used 3 subs. 1 or 2 subs. I own 1 there. It was Missy, Lino Missy. Oh. Okay. I can go into this, get the Intimidate off, and then you turn around. I can go into my Air Balloon here, but I don't really want to do that. I can go to Rocky Horror here. Let's go the Dark Knight and get some Intimidate shuffling on this thing. So we're gonna have to switch here. We get the Intimidate off. We also know it's Boots, by the way. We know that for a fact now. I forgot to mention that before, but we know it's Boots. Power Ball. Okay, how much attack do we have here? We're at 120. Hey! What the fuck? That's at -1. That's at -1. Fuck off. Cinderace. It's not in Blaze. Oh my god, come on. Blaze. There we go. Yeah, it does half. That's insane. Oh my god, yeah, I should have more defense investment. Does Kyurem take this hit at -1? Takes it, but doesn't survive. Doesn't do well for me. I can go hard into I can make this play. Like, I can be really aggressive with this, and I think I kind of want to do that. Let's go into Jaws. On the Pyro Ball. Pyro Ball, burnt Pyro Ball does 23 to 28. He has no more potential helmet user, which is great. We're going to make the switch. Go into Jaws here. Again, 20 to 28. Pyro Ball comes out. Only punish is a 10% chance to burn, and I just spoke it into existence. No, I did not. Beautiful. Okay, so it's at -1. U-turn doesn't KO. High jump kick, it will KO. I don't think it makes no sense for me to be high jump kick. It makes more sense to be low kick, and low kick never KOs me. I can go for the knockoff. I can go for the crab hammer. I think the knockoff is the most amount of sense. What comes in though? Like, what am I scared of? Obstagoon comes in, takes chip. Koko comes in, I switch into something else. Stunt this, basically. I think I just go for the knockoff here. Crab Hammer. This Crab Hammer will get the KO on basically everything. I'm gonna go for Crab Hammer. Stayed in, go for U-turn, so he risked the big damage there, but that's fine. We're gonna get a nice fat Crab Hammer off on something. The main thing is as long as we keep this alive. That's the main thing. It doesn't matter how much HP it adds, it's just, is it alive? There's no way you go Koko on this because I revealed that I'm not going for something else. Oh, he went to the... I'll take it. He expected a knockoff, maybe? We do connect the Crab Hammer, and they'll get the KO. Beauty. So that's really good for me. I'll take that for sure, because we also outspeed the Glass Sphere. We probably outspeed Swampert. Koko comes in. That's totally fine with me. That's actually really, really good, because now I don't have to be worried about bringing in my Landorus against a defined Obstagoon from this. I think it's going to be... The Tone's going to run a more like bulky Koko. I'll calc for max HP. Aqua Jet does 38 to 245. Crab Hammer does 92 to 109. If I see Cinderace come in, I Aqua Jet. Okay, this is a roll to KO. Cinderace. Aqua Jet to no bulk Cinderace, 95 to 113. 95 to 113 to bust this game open. He's probably scouting. He's probably scouting. Tone is smart. He's not scouting. KO, 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 KO. That did nothing. That did 0. That's fine. It's in range of Bullet Punch. It's in range of Vacuum Wave from Lucario. That's fine. I think it's fine. I don't know. Oh my god, it's so unfortunate. Ugh. That's unfortunate. You know what? Honestly, all things considered, I don't know if that goes really any better for me, though. I get rid of the Obstagoon. I get 80%, 85% on the Cinderace. Damn, that Cinderace gotta have, like, it's gotta be a slow Cinderace. He gotta be, like, having a very aggressive creep. Because the amount of damage that did, it looks like he had, like, again, the min roll for no bulk is 95. If the min roll for max HP is 79. He's not max HP. If we assume he's creeping like Gengar, what's the fastest mon that he has outside of this? And like it's like a Alolan Raichu. Is he creeping that? No, he couldn't be. Is he running low speed? I don't know. But the problem is nothing we have outspeeds it except for specifically the priority. That's my horse. Okay. What is my play? Does Kyurem KO a Glastrier with the attack rate? Glastrier. Level 50. Max HP. Assault Vest. Kyurem. Ancient Power does not KO, unfortunately. I think I have to go into Lucario. If this thing is like, not Berry, Chople Berry. Chople. Force Sphere is 36 to 44. And if I see Koko come in, that's totally fine. I'm going to take 14 points of health from Life Orb. I have 60 HP, which means I have 4 more hits in me. Guaranteed. With Cinderace around, it's too important to keep this around to make sure I have Vacuum Wave still. Force Sphere comes out. Chople Berry, it is not. Assault Vest should not matter. We should get the KO on this. And we do. Very good. 3 more attacks left on this Pokemon. Cinderace might be in range of Helmet. If I can catch it on a U-turn, that'd be really good. I think this game I'm going to regret. I think I'm going to regret not running Freeze Dry on Kyurem. Based on the way this game is going. -1 Earthquake. What comes in? Is this Koko? The Pert comes in. He knows. He knows what he has to do here. I gotta get the Intimidate off. I gotta get my Intimidate off. That's more important here. Getting the sub up, getting the Intimidate is nice. If I see Earthquake, that's even better. But I think the play here is going to be sub. Yeah. Okay, so we see the Landers come in, and what is the play here on his end? Earthquake. Okay, that's another Earthquake gone. That is 6 Earthquakes. Do I click knockoff here? To get rid of, to make so you can't actually attack me anymore? Or not go, can't actually like recover up anymore? Possibly. If it's no defense, Earthquake from Landorus should do 40, should do half. 50 to 57. I think my play here is to click knockoff though. It's at -1. I want to get rid of the leftovers on it so it can't consistently recover back health. And then I can put it more in range of Kyurem Ice Beam. He stays in, we get the knockoff. Does he go for an Earthquake predicting a switch? Goes for a Waterfall. That's fine. So Waterfall is gone. That kills my Landers. But it's under half and it'll never be above half again. I think I gotta go. I mean, let's take a look. How much does Lucario do to Special Swampert? Lucario. Not enough. Not at that point. So do I just attack this thing? Go for an Ice Beam? Funnily enough, I think my play is Finding Nemo here. Is it though? No, I'm gonna go into Ice Age. I'm gonna go into Ice Age here. And I'm going to recover up. I don't think there's any way in hell he clicks Toxic against me. There's no way in hell he clicks Toxic against me. If he is Calm Mind Koko, I think I lose. So that's something to say as well, because I don't have Earthquake and Earth Power on Stunfisk. We're going to Roost up. Don't go for Toxic. Anything but Toxic. Anything but Toxic. Let's go. Okay. How much is this Earthquake going to do to us? If it does more than 50, we made the right play. It did more than 50. That did 57. This has investment. This has investment. I'm good on time. This has investment. Did 57? It has to have at least 36. If that's 36 investment, then there are 5 rolls that break our sub here. I'm gonna go for. That's also 2. That's also 2 more Earthquakes. That's 7. That's 8 actually. Let's go for the sub here. It's 10. Let's go for Ice Beam here. That's 11, 12. Roost. Yeah, I know it can go for Toxic here. I think that's actually the play on his end, but I'm going to go for the Roost nonetheless. I'll be on more HP if I do this and get hit by an Earthquake or a Toxic. So that's 2 more Earthquakes. He has 1 more Earthquake. I'm going to go for the Roost here. If he Toxic this turn, he Toxic this turn, he got me. But he should have he should have no more Earthquakes after this attack. Damn it! If I subbed there, it would have been game over. That's fine, that's fine. I click I think my Ice Beam here. Based on that damage, does Ancient Power KO? We do 6 to 7% to max Bedef. Do I go for it? That's gotta be like 6 to 7%. And it's like not fully specially defensive, we know that. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it. Ancient Power, get the boost, please. Get the boost. I made a mistake. I made a bad decision. Oops. Let's click the Roost button. He can't Earthquake anymore. He has none of that left. So even if he breaks my balloon now with what is that thing called? With anything else, it's completely fine. Like break my balloon, whatever. So there's the waterfall. That's 4 waterfalls used. Go swap into the Finding Nemo. Toxic. I can switch back into Ice Age, which is what I'm going to do. I don't know why I'm doing this, to be honest. I'm trying to like catch a bit of recovery and keep my Cure at as high HP as possible, which I think I'll be able to do right now. So I'm going to click Roost and then click an Ice Beam. Or Roost and Ancient Power, excuse me. Yeah, so let's click our Roost. Tapu Koko. Dazzling Gleam. It'll do... Okay, I think my play is going to be actually to Roost, then Sub, then Ancient Power. I'm going to lose health, but like, whatever. I should have gone for a Sub here. That's my bad. Just switches out. That's fine. Into Black Adam. The all-powerful Koko. So max HP Koko takes 54 to 64 from the Ice Beam here. And unfortunately, I just gotta go for it. Also, do you reveal Boots there? I think he revealed Boots. He has Boots. Let's click the Ice Beam here. It's not over, and it's terrifying. It's not over. But he needs, like, what moves is he gonna have? If he's Calm Mind, Koko, he's either missing Roost, which means he has no form of recovery. He's missing Calm Mind. He's missing Thunderbolt, or Electric move. He's missing Dazzling Gleam. Like, he needs, like, it's gotta be those 4 moves exactly right now, I think, to beat me. Those 4 exactly. Fuck me. Fuck Koko. Oh my god, Tone using Koko and fucking me over. You know what my play is? My play is getting a freeze. My play is a 10% chance. My play is a 10% chance. Do we see a Roost? He's gonna go for a Roost now. My play is a crit or a freeze. I lose. I lose. He's going for Dazzling Gleam. Does he not have Roost? Does he not have Roost? Wait, is there no terrain up? There's no terrain up. He's running no terrain. Holy shit, okay. Let's click Earth Power. Hope there's no Roost. He should have clicked Roost there. He switched out. I don't think he has Roost. I don't think he has Roost. Okay, this goes down. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, now definitely Extreme Speed would have been better to have on Lucario, but hey, it's okay. We're gonna figure this out, I think. Fuck me, what do I do? I go into this here. I gotta go into this. Because I need this thing healthy. Powerball's gonna cook me. There's the Pyro Ball. That's 3 Pyro Balls, I know that for sure. Fuck! It's in Blaze. It's in fucking Blaze. We should eat this next hit. We Volt Switch here. Pyro Ball comes out. Live this hit. Hold Lantern. Let's go. This should KO now. Volt Switch should KO. Come on. Oh my god. There's no way this fucker has Roost. And even then, he's lost himself the game at this point. I say fucker with all due respect because I love Tone. Tone's my guy. Come on. We got the win. We're in playoffs. Let's go. Oh my god, it'd be so much louder, but it's 1:10 in the morning. We got a revenge for last season, picking him a nice 2-0 W. That's what I'm talking about. Wow. Obviously, there were places in team building that we could have done a bit better. How we had more time and prepared a bit more in terms of that specific, this specific matchup over a different matchup. But I'm still very, very happy with how this turned out. We definitely need to get the W. And there are some people we actually push out of playoff picture now because of that win, which, you know what? Totally fine with it. Totally fine with it. As always, I want to give a huge thank you to my YouTube channel members. If you guys want to go the extra mile and support the channel by becoming a channel member, you can do so by clicking on the join button on the screen right now. So shout out to our members. We have Liv, Eric, Zeke, Michael Brown, and TexanMan21, our level 1s. Shout out to our level 2, Crunch James, and of course Tone, our opponent today, and our level 3, Sully. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We are in playoffs, which means I will see you again next week for another battle. Let's do it. Love to see it. Love to see it. Yes, thank God. Okay, thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.